Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and welcome if you're new. So today we're going to go over the brand new PPSH-41, which is a new SMG in Season 3 that you unlock in Tier 15. Now the PPSH, my first impressions are it's definitely an iffy type of weapon, and as soon as I got to testing the weapon, it made absolute sense. We're going to take a look at the TTK comparison versus all the other SMGs in the game, just to see where this SMG lies as far as the meta goes. And also we're going to take a look at some recoil patterns and find out which are the best attachment combos to get that zero recoil on this gun, because the recoil is actually really insane, and you're going to see that later on. Then we're also going to take a bonus look at the speed grip and see whether or not that's worth using, because in Season 2 it definitely was the attachment meta if you wanted to sprint around faster. And the testing that I'm about to show you might be a little shocking and disappointing, but we're going to get into that in a little bit. And then of course I'm going to give you guys an optimized class setup of what you should be using in order to get the best out of this weapon. So if you guys do enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like. I'd really appreciate it. And also make sure to subscribe if you're brand new around here, and check out all my other videos as well if you're interested in other class setups. Make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss another upload. All right, so before we go over the bullet velocity results as far as which barrel you should be using, I do like to show a quick example of how I get my numbers, just in case you guys think that I'm just pulling these numbers out of nowhere and just showing it to you guys. So I basically test everything out. You want to pay attention to the 32, which is the amount of ammo there is in the magazine, obviously, and then as soon as this drops down to 31, that's when the timer at the top of your screen is going to start, and then we are going to stop the timer as soon as we see that first hit marker on our target, which is 40 meters away. I tested at the same exact range pretty much every single time there's an update, so I can compare it to the rest of the SMGs that are also tested at the same exact range. So this is the PPSH with no attachments on it whatsoever. So we're gonna go frame by frame. All right, so the bullet has left the barrel, it has dropped down to 31, and the timer at the top of the screen has started, and we're just going to keep on going here till we get our first hit marker. All right, and there it is, first hit marker at 217 milliseconds with no attachments on it. All right, so now we're using the VDV reinforced barrel, which should give us a faster hit detection. According to the stats, it has more bullet velocity versus the barrel with no attachments on it. So we're going to go frame by frame here. All right, so the bullet has left the barrel and the timer has started. I'm just going to keep on going. Whoop. Right there at 83 milliseconds, that is when the bullet actually hit the target at the same exact range. So you can see why I test out these barrels out, because obviously in a real life situation, we do want to use barrels that are going to hit our opponents faster versus the other barrels. Obviously, why would you use a barrel that doesn't have really great hit detection? So that's what this testing is all about. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the results. So here are my results for all the barrels that do give us more bullet velocity for the PPSH. Now, one thing I do have to state about the PPSH is that its bullet velocity is extremely low at 200 meters per second. This actually ties it for the lowest bullet velocity out of all the SMGs, next to the MAC-10. The MAC-10 has very low bullet velocity as well, and it actually has the same one at 200 meters per second. I do 100% recommend the reinforced barrel, mainly because obviously it gives us the fastest hit detection average here. Now, you could use the Ranger barrel if you want to. It's very close, I would say, to the reinforced as far as the average goes. But honestly, man, with the reinforced, you do extend that damage range out. So obviously, if we do that, we also extend our TTK, which we're going to get to in a little bit. Now, the Task Force barrel, I would definitely stay away from it. Main reason why is because it ridiculously reduces our recoil control. And honestly, at that point, it just doesn't make it worth using. And at the same time, it does not give us the fastest hit detection. And also that extra 4% of damage that it does state that it gives you, it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't change the TTK or the amount of shots it takes to kill an opponent. So I would definitely stay clear of the Task Force barrel. It's definitely not worth using. All right, so next I want to talk about the recoil patterns on the PPSH. So let me just make this clear that the PPSH has some really bad recoil to it. Most notably, some horizontal recoil control. It is terrible and probably not really for the casual gamer. If you're a casual gamer, you don't have quote unquote good skill in Call of Duty, then you're probably gonna have a hard time controlling the recoil on this gun. So let's go over the recoil patterns here really quick. So this is what it looks like with no attachments on it. As you can see, it goes straight up, curves to the left, and then it straight shoots into the right corner. So this is obviously a horizontal recoil control dominant type of pattern here. I simplified everything by color coding the muzzles here in yellow, the underbarrels in blue, and here's what the combinations look like when you combine them together, just so we can get an accurate description of how well these combo attachments are controlling each other. So definitely stay clear of the muzzle brake. It definitely doesn't do anything here. Spetsnaz compensator is okay, but the KGB eliminator surely gives us the best vertical and a little bit of horizontal recoil control. Remember, KGB eliminator gives us less horizontal recoil control con versus the Spetsnaz compensator. And yes, I understand the KGB does reduce our shooting move speed, but in the case of SMGs, it's okay, because when you look at the stats, it doesn't reduce it all that much to the point where it's not worth using the KGB. All right, so as far as getting the best recoil control possible, obviously one might say, okay, KGB plus Spetsnaz grip is going to give you the best recoil control. Yes, on paper it does. But remember, like I was saying, you don't want to stack attachments that do reduce your shooting move speed. Now, the KGB alone, it only reduces your shooting move speed by 10%. But when you add the Spetsnaz grip, it's going to reduce that by 30%. So you're looking at a total of 40% reduction in shooting move speed. And it's just not worth it, because you're going to be really slow when you're shooting your weapon in a gunfight. So I do 100% recommend the KGB plus the foregrip. Now, I know this is shocking, because, you know, you would typically hear me say, oh, use the KGB plus the speed grip. Speed grip was an attachment that was pretty much the meta in season 2. Now season 3 is different. They nerfed the speed grip. They made it just a little bit smaller in percentage of pro. It's now only 3%. You don't really get that sprinting move speed that you're looking for when you put on the speed grip, and at the same time, at the cost of all these other cons, when you can get the same exact horizontal recoil control pro with the foregrip with 0 cons to it, and also the recoil pattern is a lot cleaner. So I would 100% say KGB plus foregrip is going to be your best bet if you're trying to go for the least amount of recoil. So just for example purposes, I wanted to show you guys what the suppressor looks like with the Task Force barrel, because the suppressor, it reduces our damage range, whereas the Task Force barrel, it extends it out. So what happens when we combine those two together, obviously with different underbarrels, it surely makes our recoil a whole lot worse. So I just put this here, you know, just in case you guys are curious out there, if you guys want to try out these type of attachment combos. So now I want to show you guys the Spetsnaz speed grip versus no attachments. Something weird happened in the theater mode where the FOV was just all distorted in the no attachments clip versus the Spetsnaz speed grip. So we're just going to pay attention to which operator reaches this set of boxes right here first. All right, so we're just going to go frame by frame. All right, so here they are. They started at the same exact time. They're going. Now, it appears the bottom one is behind. Like I said, it's the FOV. We're paying attention to how far or how fast they reach these boxes. We're going to keep going. All right, so it's pretty much the same exact distance. You know, there is no clear-cut winner here. The Spetsnaz speed grip and the no attachment is pretty similar to each other. There is no difference here. There really is no advantage of using the speed grip in season 3. So here we have our SMG TTK comparison in season 3. So now this is all the SMGs that are available, and we're mostly focused on the PPSH, which is right here. So it sits at a comfortable 330 millisecond time to kill up to that 25-meter range. Now, one thing I do have to state is that the game says that the first damage range drop-off is at 15 meters. However, when I tested it out, it actually is about 25 meters. So that is just really strange to me why it shows 15 meters in game when really it's actually 25 meters. You know, I don't know. I had to test it out multiple times. I thought I was going crazy. So that is definitely wrong. It is not 15 meters. It is 25. And then the next damage range drop off is actually at 26. And then it goes up to 396 TTK. So first impressions when using this gun was that, you know, it's not that great. And it actually is one of the slower TTK SMGs in the game versus the other ones. So I would say it's not really that great. Up to about after 19 meters, that's when the PPSH does shine. As you can see there, it has the lowest bar. The lower the bar, the better it is. But, you know, honestly, for using an SMG, it's meant to be up close to mid-range, and there are better options out here. But something very interesting here is the headshots. Let's take a look at the headshot chart. All right, so when you take a look at the headshots, the TTK is actually really insane at 198 milliseconds up to 25 meters. So this equates to about a 4-shot kill to the head. So what you want to do is 60 divided by 909, which is the RPM. And then you take that value, you times it by the amount of shots it takes to kill -1. And this is the value that you get at 198 milliseconds. So like I said, this is a 4-shot kill to the head up to that 25-meter range. And then it drops off to 264 milliseconds after 25 meters. So I would say if you're going to use this weapon 100%, you got to go for headshots. As you can see, this time to kill is absolutely insane, with the exception of the AK-74U at 172 milliseconds. But as far as all the ranges after that 7-meter range, the headshots are very dominant. Absolutely trying to fry with this weapon. Try to aim for the head. You are going to get a faster time to kill. All right, so let's start off with the 8 attachment class setup, and then I'll just delete some of these attachments so that we can make it a 5 attachment class setup, you know, make it super simple, super easy. So for the optic, I do recommend using the Diamondback Reflex or the Microflex LED. Diamondback is definitely something that I have been experimenting with for quite some time now. And, you know, I actually do like the sights on an SMG versus the ARs. I do prefer the Microflex LED more on ARs, but, you know, it's still personal preference. You can use whatever you want to. And also, you don't even have to use an optic on it if you don't want to. The iron sights are actually exceptional and they're easy to see through. Muzzle, we are going to be using the KGB Eliminator, as you've seen in the recoil pattern comparison. KGB definitely gives us the best vertical recoil control and also the least amount of horizontal recoil control contour. PPSH has pretty wicked horizontal recoil control, so of course we want to mitigate that as much as we possibly can by using this attachment right here. Now for the barrel, we are going to be using the reinforced heavy barrel. So this is pretty much the only barrel that you should be using on this gun, mainly because of it is the fastest hit detection that you can get versus all the barrels, as you guys saw in my barrel testing, as well as the results. This gives us the best chances of hitting our target as fast as possible. Next up, we have the KGB target designator. This is definitely optional. You don't have to use this. If you need a little bit more hip fire accuracy, go with the steady aim laser. For the underbarrel, we're going to be going with the foregrip. This is the obvious choice, especially after testing the Spetsnaz Speedgrip. As you saw, there really isn't any noticeable difference in the sprinting move speed of this attachment versus no attachments whatsoever. There is really no big difference here at the cost of your movement speed, shooting move speed, as well as your aim walking movement speed. Getting the same amount of horizontal recoil control, so you might as well go for the attachment that has no cons to it and gives you the same amount of horizontal recoil control. Next, we have the fast mag. So fast mag is what I prefer because there are no cons to it. Or you can go with the 55 round drum, but you do have to keep in mind the reload quickness is going to be slowed down a little bit, but that's not a problem if you time it right and you reload in the correct situations. You really want to sacrifice your aim down sight time. It's really up to you. Me personally, depending on how I feel, I'm going to use the fast mag or the 55 round drum. For the handle, we are going to be using the 𝗧𝗠 elastic wrap. You know, this is going to optimize our aim down sight time as much as possible. Now, there is a con of sprint to fire time of that 297 as well as that shooting move speed, but like I said, shooting move speed, it's still at 8 miles per hour, which is pretty good for an SMG, and the sprint to fire time is only cut down to 297, and we're going to mitigate that negative by putting on the CQB stock, which is going to help us in that department. All right, now if you're going to go with a 5 attachment class setup, of course, remove the optic. The iron sights are exceptional in this weapon, as I stated. And then you can remove the body, and then you can also remove the stock. So if you guys came here just for the class setup, I'd really appreciate a like. It really shows me that I'm doing something right. And also make sure to subscribe if you're brand new around here to make your way back to the channel. And as for the rest of you guys, I will see you guys in the gameplay. So I did actually play this map, you know, initially when I was leveling up the gun. My first impression of it was I have to play it a little bit more. Obviously, it's going to take time to understand the spawns and the rotations and all that stuff. But all in all, it's a really good sized map. The only thing I don't like is the multiple levels of the map. It just makes it kind of like hard to, you know, stay on a streak when, you know, somebody's just like looking straight at you from like a top level or whatever, if that makes sense. But anyways, just for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna run around like an idiot. Hopefully I can get some pretty good clips here. So let's try to get B. B is gonna be our first task. I'm going. Yo, hop on the flag with me, guys. I'm dead. think someone's here. Okay, we got B. Yo, I did it all by myself. That deserves a like. Oh my god, what? Oh, this is exactly what I was talking about. You never know where you're gonna get shot from on this map. I definitely do miss... oh my gosh. Miami Strike was a pretty solid map. This one is... it just kind of sucks because you can just get shot. Teammate just died down here. Oh my, get fried. Get me out of here. This map kind of reminds me of that one map. I forgot what it's called, but it was in Black Ops 3 and 4. Oh, they're on B, obviously. Oh my gosh. We need some order in all this K. Oh boy. This guy. All right, I'm going up, dude. What is this guy doing? I'm telling y'all. Gotta be aware. Okay, we're actually on a 5. Please tell me that's gonna kill him. Oh my gosh! Like, no offense to people who love melee and knifing and stuff, but honestly, the lunge is just insanely annoying. I'm sorry, guys. This is the gameplay that you're gonna get. You know, this is just the reality of it on update night. Everyone's just trying hard, you know. This is just the reality. I'm not gonna cherry pick anything. I need to get this video out to you guys ASAP. But I will try my best to give you guys the best experience for viewing. Okay. I mean, not too bad. 15-9 right now. I mean, what do you guys think so far as your first impressions of the SMG? All right, let's turn up this round. Come on. I owe you guys something better. Oh my gosh. Almost missed my shots. Thank you. I just wanted to get 3 in a row right there. Get out of here with that. There we go. Oh my god, get off me. Someone's coming. Oh my gosh, that was cracked. Literally have to agree with me, that was cracked. Go, 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 go. I'm not using the war machine yet. Teammate! Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? Okay, let's use it. Game's almost over, that's why.
Losing Charlie.
Losing C, huh? Oh, now we're not anymore. Oh, baby, love to see it. Love to see it. We made this miraculous comeback. Hello? Alright, so I got 40 kills, 14 deaths. Hope you guys did enjoy. Oh, is this me? Final kill cam? Yes, let's go. But yeah, like I said, this was a very messy gameplay, but we turned up in the end there. Let me know down below in the comments what your first impressions are of this brand new PPSH. And I will see you guys in the next video. Sorry, guys. It's like literally 6 o'clock in the morning as I'm recording this. Trying to get this content out to you guys ASAP. See you guys in the next one. Yo, if you guys are always on your computer all day or you like to game for long sessions, definitely check out GamerAdvantage.com for these blue light blocking glasses. Quite literally the best blue light glasses that you can ever find on the market. Make sure to check out GamerAdvantage.com and just learn more about it, man. There's so many benefits to keeping your eyes nice and healthy. You won't feel that strain at the end of the day, and you'll go to sleep like a baby at the end of the day, and that's the best part. You won't feel tired at all. Definitely check out GamerAdvantage.com. Use code Turbo at checkout.